Gamecock Chatter this week. Our guest is Jacksonville State senior wide receiver Alan Bonner from Noonan, Georgia. Let's talk a little bit about first two games so far. Good showing at Arkansas, and then they come from behind win against Chattanooga. So going into the open date, you guys feel pretty good after those two contests.
Oh yeah, we played two competitive teams going in. We had Arkansas starting off, and they're a big SEC team, and then we had UTC come in, and it's always been a competitive game when we play those guys or whatever, and just came out and tried to get a win in both games. And going into this week, we had a bye week and basically 2 weeks going in, so we had a lot of practice. We will have a lot of practice, and we'll be ready to come out Saturday.
Open week last week, a little bit nicer going into it after a win than after a loss, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's always good to have a win going back into another game. So we should be fired up coming out to play EKU, and I know everybody got a lot of revenge built up. I know I do. I got a lot to get back at them, so I'm gonna be fired up. Come out Saturday.
Practice last week, was it were you already working on Eastern Kentucky or just doing some fundamental stuff, or both?
Yes, sir. We started on EKU when we lost. When we played Chat. As soon as we were done with Chat, we were ready for EKU. Coming in this week, we had more of a mental week, not so much physical, but this week we'll pick back up on the physical part and get back more so to the mental part at the end of the week. So.
Disappointing finish last year, the Eastern Kentucky game, but from an individual standpoint, probably the best game in your career, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had a good game, but at the end of the game, you look at the scoreboard, we got a loss, so we're gonna try to come out and change that this year. I try to make my plays still, and I know my team's gonna make their plays. Cut back on the missed assignments, and we should be okay this year.
Returning punts, which is better, the punt returns or playing wide receiver?
Dang, that was a tough one right there. I think playing receiver, I get more of a kick out of that, but I think the excitement at punt return, I live for that. So ever since that Florida State game, I've been back at it, trying to make the best of my opportunities each time. So we're gonna try to continue to do that throughout the rest of the season.
When you're out there, safety man, waiting on the punt, what's going through your mind as everybody's lining up and you get ready for the ball?
I hope I get a good kick. Hope I get a good kick where I can catch it and have a secure catch. And as long as I make the first man miss, I pretty much think I'll be good.
How late do you look to see how close somebody is to you?
I say I'll probably check like 10 yards. If a guy's within 10 yards of me within catching the ball, I try to fair catch it. But if he's outside of 10 yards, I'm for sure going to catch it.
Going back to your days coming out of high school, how did you end up at Jacksonville State?
I was actually a UAB commit coming out 2 weeks before signing day. They dropped me for an in-state receiver. Coach Lesson had been recruiting me hard throughout high school, and I gave him a call back, and he said the offer was still on the table, and I was just blessed to have a school I could take my talents to. So it was just an unfortunate situation coming in, but hey, I made the best of my opportunity. So
it's worked out pretty well for you,
sir.
hasn't it?
Yes, sir. It's always good to have a place to play at. So I'm just blessed. I guess you can say that. Just leave it at that.
Alan Bonner, Jacksonville State senior wide receiver.